Do you think we can solve climate change by planting more trees?
Not really. I think it's a much bigger problem than just planting a few trees.
If you've got a garden allotment, it wouldn't hurt just to plant 2 trees.
Let's get some more trees up. Lungs of the world and all that. It's not a bad thing.
In the last 10,000 years or so, our ancestors have cleared about a third of the planet's forest. But much of that has happened in just the last few hundred years or even in the last century. So we find that about 1.5 times the size of the United States of America has been removed just in the last 300 years.
If we want to solve climate change, surely we should just plant more trees?
Planting trees can be part of the solution. We've got very low tree cover in places like Cornwall, so there's definitely potential to get more trees in the ground. The problem is, even if we used all the available land for that, while still keeping land for food growing, it's not enough to trap all of the emissions, so we have to be doing other things. Because not everywhere is appropriate for planting trees. We've got very wildlife-rich grasslands and wetlands and these other habitats that if we plant trees over them, we'll be swapping one habitat for another and we'll be impacting on the wildlife.
Where is a good place to plant a tree? There's actually been some recent research on that shows areas that are suitable for getting a good outcome in terms of growing trees quickly and drawing carbon down and them being successful. But the places you can grow trees best as a crop, probably also the places you can grow food best as a crop. So that enters a natural kind of conflict.
With climate change, of course, there are more threats to our trees. We're seeing more wildfires, we're seeing more tree diseases coming in because of warmer temperatures. We have to protect our existing forests. There's little point planting saplings if we're not looking after those existing, particularly the tropical forests. They're already taking down carbon dioxide and storing it. We're losing those at an alarming rate. All the carbon that's stored in the trunks of those trees is being released, and we're taking away their ability to draw down more.
It would be a huge mistake to assume that trees are going to solve this problem for us. Trees can absolutely store huge amounts of carbon out of the atmosphere, but it takes trees years to get to that point. And many trees, particularly newly planted trees, never make it to that stage. They die before they get there because maybe the trees aren't well maintained, or because we're having more extreme heat and weather events that mean that trees can't survive. So absolutely we need trees, but they need to be part of the solution, not the only one. And we often look to trees because it's a very nice, convenient, easy solution that doesn't really require anything difficult of us. So we need those things that look nice, but we also need to make changes to the way we live and the way we use resources and the way we are on this planet.
We definitely need to plant more trees, but even if we had millions more trees, it wouldn't solve the climate crisis. We need to stop chopping down the trees that we already have, and more than anything, we need to stop burning fossil fuels.